welcome to another edition of the Eternal Journey. I am Camat0 and this is Removal Pile. So Camat0 won the ETS with this list this weekend in the 74 card mirror against Manuas. So I thought I'd give it a go on the ladder so you can see if it's really worth crafting the extra 2 Icaria to have a full set. I can see some issues with having a full set of Icaria in the deck, as I suspect it'll spend a bunch of time redrawing them or dying with them in hand, but on the reverse of this, I expect I'll just be able to naturally draw them and end the game in a much more reliable manner than we can in the traditional armory decks. So perhaps I'd have liked to have seen some Statuary Maiden or two in the main deck, but this deck seems pretty well set up to deal with a lot of nonsense that your opponents could be getting up to, with the huge and varied removal suite with the Annihilates, Vanquishes and Slays, and the most powerful weapons in the game to back that up in the Auric Runehammer and the Starsteel Daisho, which are both excellent when they're complemented with the Throne Wardens and the Icaria buffs, and they're also quite excellent with the Rise to the Challenge, as this means that the Runehammer is able to deal with quite a diverse array of threats. So the wanted poster still hits me right in the feels every time I see it, but I can see that it's actually a better card than I think it is. I just learned to dislike its effect after it's always been so weak in Magic, and a lot of the terms of other games don't really transfer over, as this is a much more unit and weapon based game. The effect of this actually goes up quite a lot, and we do have a lot of removal and hammers, so it helps us just not be trading 1 for 1 and then just being dead to like a Wisdom of the Elders. So the power base actually seems to have a really good influence coverage, and we do get to play the full suite of scout lands, so I don't expect any issues with that. We also get to do the cool Quarry and discard the Privilege of Rank, which just basically lets us pay 2 to draw 3 cards. So, on to the games. Okay, so got a handful of win conditions and 4 power. Really like a little bit more interaction, so I think I'm just going to redraw this. This isn't much better, but Willie's got a body to sort of pull us back into it. I've played a Felon Colours, so it could be Liberator or Control. I would like the power. Next turn we're going to be using the Seek Power just to get the rest of our influence requirements. Okay, so our opponent has got the one more card, I'm guessing. Let's get rid of this now. There's not many targets for the Annihilate. I'd rather just not get them sealed. The new promo card is actually quite good. Let's get Fire Sigil. I can play the Sea and Quarry. I actually quite like the Slay, just because it'll give us a quick and easy way of a lot of our opponent threats, especially if it's too big for the Runehammer, like the Avenger. Let's play this out. So. Capping this off is still aggressive against a Runehammer deck, or perhaps our opponent really needed the power. Like that, just gonna from Warden. No point playing this preemptively against a fire favour deck, because perhaps I played this because they've got an excess. Well, I'll just spend a few cards here, just to heal the champion. Don't game for 4. We'll need to find some more power just so we can get this Icaria down. I'll probably take the game over. Removal spell. Okay. I'm unlikely to play better Annihilate targets. It's in your turn. Stop anything silly from happening. As much as I'd like the front Warden, I'd also prefer to let's carry her out. Let's seek power. Get the final fire sigil. Now any depleted power, let's play this carry. So I'm gonna raise for the challenge and get a Daisho. That would be a win condition, or just like an expensive removal spell for another champion. But it's had enough. Okay, well, playing a deck with 4 Icarias does have a downside. Well, we do get to redraw for free. This is a lot of power. And then another card doesn't do anything yet. But we basically, what I want of our deck is to have triple of each of these influences, and then we'll only need a single shadow. But right now we've got Shovel Fire and plenty of ways of getting justice. So just get the fire. Last turn. Once we draw any removal spells, our next couple of turns are probably going to be quite on rails. I'll just put the wanted poster on whatever just to save the power later. It might be against the deck that doesn't really have things to put wanted poster on. But wanted poster is a pretty good way of doing an Aegis. Okay, well, we've got. I still hate this card, this wanted poster. Well, I think that's just the background in Magic telling me that that's not good. In a deck that's focused on relic weapons and partial, I'll just get a lot better. Just at this point, I would rather this be literally anything else. Yep, good Vanquish. On here. Always got no fast spells, so I might be protect, but they don't. We don't need to play this yet. Got more than enough power in hand. And the effect of deck thinning is super negligible. Okay, well, now I get to go ham. Need to figure out which one we think is the greater threat to us. The lifesteal Aegis, or what could potentially be more power. I'd rather my opponent spend the next turn spending the 4 power to upgrade this. Use the wanted poster over here. Annihilate. Don't mind taking a little bit more damage, especially if it forces our opponent to spend their entire turn just giving this an extra power. Not great, so I suppose going to blind over threat. To the point where we really want to just rip a Daisho, able to deal with 2 of our opponent's threats. Well, let's see what happens here. Okay, these Vanquishes are not looking great. Looking for a Warden because that forces our opponent to use the opener, and if they don't have the 4th power, basically can't really attack. I don't put our opponent on a fire style deck, and more likely just sort of hurl flyers, and more likely to lean on protect. As a lot of their units shouldn't really be getting involved in combat. We'll attack here. We'll have a follow up. My opponent will be able to make one of these fly and attack with that anyway. So we'll just keep the ground one, well, grounded. Thinking. And maybe levitate lightning strike. I'm fine if they've got lightning strike to get out of the hand because we do have a lot of weapons as our win conditions. do rip a Daisho. That'll be great because it'll be a 4-12. I should be able to deal with whatever champion our opponent's up to there. Our opponent plays the Wing Rider. We can perhaps pop the Agent for the Vanquish and then attack Daisho to kill it. Icaria would also be pretty good just because it's a huge girl in the sky. A little blank both of these. And just improves the overall quality of the rest of our deck. But I'll settle for a rise to the challenge. That's basically anything we want. A Valkyrie also. Well, let's Quarry, see what we get. And this is a tough choice. So we get an Icaria, which is definitely good, or Daisho. And I think right now we want the Daisho just because we're able to play up this board. Or we can play it this turn. So I've got 4-12. Now let's just one of these. And there's no fast space. Pop this. And stand back here just so that if our opponent wants to get through, they have to really want it, because we could leave this one back, and perhaps we'd want to leave the Aegis one back. So there's not just like one permafrost getting through. Playing a little bit cautious right now. Use the Vanquish here just because it'll pop this Aegis. I'm pretty sure our opponent has one now. So we take 5 damage to the Daisho. They've got that. I think they do. But we'll still be able to kill the Shotgun Rider. Because they're just exchanging a load of spells here. Because now we get to bop it for free. Back for this one then, because I've only got 3 cards left, so I don't think it's 2 ways of dealing with this. And if they pay the power, they'll be able to deal 2 damage to our Daisho. Probably drunk just to get this out of our hand, and then we can get closer to those turns where if you draw a Rise to the challenge, you're able to rise and play. These front ones are really putting some work this game. They just let our Daisho just chomp through our opponent's board. Could be in a more interesting sort of turn now with the Harsh Wheel, but our opponent just having the we'll pop this out. Play the Icaria. This. Who not exactly known for its haste threats. We'll just look in for one. But that's 13 points of damage there. And very hard to deal with board. That's when we're playing 4 cards, is that you can actually just naturally draw them. Okay, so this is a classic redraw, just the 1 power hand, fairly easy. And this is not much better. We're going to need to sort of draw a little bit well here to find some sort of crest or big power. It's the primal deck. We're in trouble here because our hand's also quite expensive and requires additional influence colours. Okay, Crest of Chaos is perfect. That fixes up for any quarries. And Icaria? Not yet. We just need power right now. What's on Skycrack? But quite a slow version. At this point, we'll just rise the challenge, just get a Runehammer. If one wants to, that was fine. It's some form of interaction that we can actually get down next turn. And this could very well be a more spell-based deck than the actual straight beatdown deck. I would expect to see a Caleb Reborn on the other side. Yep, they're pretty close. So perhaps this is Primal Icaria deck. They're Rising Charles too. Which means that we are not playing out our Runehammer straight away. Very good chance that they just grabbed a weapon. We play ours first, which gave 6 damage, which isn't most impressive in this matchup. But we could just rise for another, and because we've got not much else to do, that's what we'll do. Runehammer's out there. This means we've got an answer to an Icaria if we get super behind in terms of power. And we don't need any more shadow, so as we've got more justice and more ways of finding justice, I'll take the fire. Next turn this lets us deploy the Warden. It's got these multiples. This Runehammer can actually become quite scary. If our opponent does make an Icaria here, we've got plenty of ways of dealing with it. We're just going to go for the clean way with the Runehammer. Our opponent doesn't have the influence anyway. I'll keep farming tomatoes with these Wardens. Gaining armor is so much better than gaining life in these colours. Looking for some damage. This Daisho will be excellent. Okay. Finding a 6th power will be great here because we'll just have the 4-12 Daisho again. Oh, happy to just chuck down a 6-9. Just start getting in there. So I really do need to be drawing power though. But I'll put a lot more in that regard, especially because they can filter their draw. Now they've got more than enough. This is sort of like a no man's land of power. You really want to go like at 11, so you just like rise Icaria. But a few extra points isn't entirely useless for our opponent as you do have card draw. So this will be quite a lot of damage on it. We do get to take it out with the double torch. This doesn't stop the attack, but we'll do it anyway. They've got some sort of fastball themselves, so they've also got a torch. It's fine. Wanted poster is not fine. Little torch here. Well, we've not got much in the way of resources here. But we're going to really struggle to close the game without any additional power. We need at least 6. Okay, we can get a little bit fancy with the wanted posters here. Okay, I just really want to see whatever they walk right. Now we'll Vanquish it just to pop the Aegis. No poster. So we have nothing else to do with the power. And we'll Vanquish again. We'll keep this wanted poster because it allows us to pop any additional Aegis. Okay, this is great. Let's carry now. They've got 10 walk rise. Yeah, it's going to be a problem to deal with. Looks like they're looking for wherever the walk rise have gone. This rise of challenge tells me that didn't all land on our side. It didn't all land in the hand, it's somewhere in the deck, so they've just got a 2 rip. +10 weapon, whatever it may be. Once tapped out, we can just do the one posters, pop the Aegis, and then a harsh rule. And I assume our opponent's found a Daisho. 17-12 Runehammer, that'll do it. Okay, we're on the play. If we do find a third power, which I think we can because we've got this Crest, then we'll be able to play this Privilege of Rank. That'll really help us to be able to deploy all our threats. So I think it's good. The rest of the challenge is basically whatever we need it to be. Keep this as all the shadow influence is redundant. It's a guaranteed Privilege of Rank. I'm hoping this isn't Runehammer. If I was saying that'll be a rough matchup. It'll be pretty difficult to sort of keep up with it. Okay, perhaps this is Farm Control. Which, as we don't really recount license to buffer power, is probably a little bit rough. But it also gives us time to set up. We'll just rise for a Runehammer and much be able to deal with a lot of our opponent's 5 toughness threats. Play the Divination that is Privilege rank. Sets us up pretty well. We just want to find fire sources from here. Okay, so perhaps this is like a Camat0 down deck. We've got the firepower here. Gonna use the first one of these to. I'm just going to get a Throne Warden. These are our options here. Throne Warden will be pretty good, just having a 6/4 threat that's going to require 2 removal spells. There's the way for a later Icaria. If we draw 1 more power, we'll perhaps go for the Icaria or the Daisho. It's very likely that we do go for the Daisho if we still get to keep the armor. Six-4 attacks pretty well into whatever our opponent's going to be doing here. Rats, Camat0. It's going to be a problem. We're just attacking anyway. But right now we're a while away from Icaria. Let's grab the Daisho. If we do draw a fire power, we'll be able to just get in there for 12. So run in the game as quick as possible. Because we'll struggle against these Camat0s. Sigil will require really. We'll just slay here. Keep the board clear so that next turn we'll just be able to deploy the Daisho. 2 attacks with the Daisho, well, over 2 turn cycles. Plus a torch should be enough to do the job. We'll just need the opponents to miss on a unit this turn. So we can deploy the Daisho and then the turn after we'll be able to have the. Okay. Okay, well, I guess we're using the torch here. With the fire sigil, it was a smaller rat, and there's no fast spells here. So the Daisho is just going to have the rider. Gets that for free, and the Camat0. We're just going to get ground out by these Camat0s before we're able to get out. This isn't great for us. I'd really like to see another Throne Warden, just so we can just keep pushing forwards. We're probably going to have to use the harsh roll. Okay, there's two, so we definitely are going to. We'll have to keep these in check for a little while. Okay, so double harsh roll is good. So if our opponent isn't able to keep up an Hour's Choice, Hour's Choice, we should be able to get damage and hopefully the game in a pretty quick order. So this deck would feel a lot better positioned, because we don't have to worry about anything like a Downwalker anymore. Oops, Annihilate in this matchup, nice, nice. We'll manage to do it if we draw Torch. I should have saved the Torch and figured out a different way of killing the Shotgun Rider. Let's see what we're going to draw next time. Our Crest of Vengeance. Thanks. Just kill us. Our opponent's got 3 Mactos floating in the top 10 cards, and they've got a lot of card draw. So that's a bit of a problem for us. If our opponent doesn't deploy threat, or they do deploy like a single coloured one, we'll be able to get in there. Asterix, ouch. Okay, let's Quarry for removal spell. Okay, and Mines. We managed to get there. I think we made a mistake with the Torch. Oh, we got there. Yes, this is a lot of power, just 2 Runehammers. If there's a couple of Scout lands in here, I'd probably keep it because that'd help us dig towards some threats. We're also on the draw, so the game could be a little bit too far gone by time we get this gets to be deployed. So just a redraw. Words are not working very well today. We've got White Posters plus removal spells, so this could very well be great. Get Rise to Charm, yeah, get that in there. At least the weapon with the 2 sort of Wanted Posters will get to do something. Serpent. Nice name. Crown Watch Pile over here. That's a lot of power side. I'm happy just to pop a Wanted Poster to Rune's Aegis. We have a Wanted Poster on it, so we'll reclaim the cards. We're not up, we're just sort of cycled. Next time, get to sort of fight over this with our opponent's Protect versus our Annihilate. Perhaps we shouldn't have played the second Wanted Poster because it really makes our attention clear. We will enjoy me doing that, just doesn't really matter. I'm going to get to Annihilate this, and then hopefully find a weapon to deal with this. Or a harsh roll, so we can take it slow and try and turn it into a 2 or a 3-4. Like this, see what happens. Got a select, so this is tied it up. So let's get the Crest out here. Warden is probably good, so we'll keep that. Looks pretty well. Requires 2 removal spells or combat check. We've been playing this game for like over a year now, still struggling to get to terms with the fact that we do play combat tricks and a lot of decks, just because of how more unit centric it is. This turn will be and we're just going to slay rather than playing Rise of Chance. I don't really want to take another 7 and be at 7. We do have a little bit of a technical life gain with the Throne Warden. We also just don't want to take infinite damage. We don't have a hash roll to be able to have a reason to. Okay. Well, I guess that's even better for us. But we did use that select, so it means we get to kill us, taking 4 again. But hopefully we'll be able to stabilise with Throne Warden and then Also, the front wardens up front will be able to rise for something. I think at this point it'll probably be a well, it'll probably be an Icaria. So I really need to draw like a torch. So we've got the front warden, which hopefully ties us up with board. We're just going to trade 1 for 1 here. I was going to get him for 4. And hopefully we are able to time to rise for something. Earnestly trading here. One of a fast spell. And they've got it. Okay, so easy redraw. We'll go ahead. Sounds probably good. It's got quite a bit of interaction, and we've already got the Daisho. I do still prefer the Daisho to be in the deck so we can rise or either carry Warcry buffs to it. But just having it means that we've got a few less things to worry about. We're going to be struggling for any win condition. Place that first. We need level fire. Focus past turn. The back's fine. They can take pretty much anything. I prefer to take the most expensive spell just because we still have. That's fine. I suppose they could put us on actual army at this point. I guess that'd be a much bigger blow. Got enough copy anyway. So let's Quarry, see what happens. Take the Icaria. Lasting 6 is good, and I'm sure we'll be able to draw enough power over the next couple of turns because we do only need 2 more. Playing against actual old, really old Feln. Let's just rise for a Runehammer. Opponent disrupts us again, we're in trouble, but at least next turn we could torch plus the Runehammer just to deal with this. There's perhaps a good reason to use the torch plus not buffed Runehammer here, just so we've got a clean answer to any. That gives us a clean answer to any champions. But our opponent's influence isn't perfect here. That's fine. Just sort of trade, that's not a problem. Sadly we've got the Icaria and not the fire influence. We'll just sit back here. Don't really need to start using these Runehammers yet. Want it posted? No, excellent. I think we're thrown out now as we do have a surplus. It's just getting for a bit of damage. And means that our power's not tied up. Our opponent plays something. Okay, they've got to prize favourite for free. If they're able to play a threat, we could wanted poster plus the torch and the Runehammer just to sort of cycle through our deck. Our privilege of rank is giving us power, but not the influence we really need. I'm not going to just throw away this Runehammer. Okay. Now we get to do the quick, I guess we were talking about. Oh, even better. This being a 4-5 now is good beats. So the third fire source is still eluding us, and it's pretty much just a race to find that before our opponent has any real way of interacting with us. Influence is getting a little bit more scary now for the champion, as it'll very close to having both sides active. Able to get carried around. It's unlikely to be able to deal with it on this turn, so they'll have to do it on their turn as sorcery. We can lightning strike it, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. As long as we draw the Walk Ride pretty quickly, we'll be in good shape. And Annihilate is not it. We do have a lot of removal, so we'll be able to slow the game down to where we want it. Full Justice. At this point we'll just put the Aegis and just play the more expensive spell. Good. Slay this and play on 9/9. And hopefully our opponent doesn't just snap off 2 removal spells. Oh, Lightning Storm. Turning it into an actual spell here. Right. Okay, excellent. I've got an Annihilate target, so get rid of that. Well, that's like a 4/5 weapon. Start chucking in there for damage. Our opponent's a champion, we'll be a little bit sad. But we can also just torch it plus harsh roll, I guess. Not an excellent way of dealing with it, but just lets us keep getting in for damage. So, I'd just rather just harsh roll here. Rather than lose my weapon and the torch. Use one of my cards. So, if we ever get super punished. But on this. I need to really draw a threat in short order. The Icaria buffs hitting the Warden were not great for us. I'm not super ambitious about this game. There's not much time left. If we draw any sort of kill spell for this, we'd be in okay shape. We can touch to save our guy, but I don't think it's worth it. Because this one's not much of a problem anyway. Using extract here, okay. Right close to plus the torch. We should have done that perhaps the other way around, but so we would have drawn. Yep. That'll do it. Okay, this will be the last one, and this is quite a keepable hand, I think. We've got a scout over here, we've got at least 3 power and a way to find a 4th. And we've got the Icaria in hand, which will be castable for quite some time. Well, I feel a bit comforted in knowing that we've got one. It gives us a bit of work towards firepower. Let's scout first. We'll keep this. And next turn we'll seek power plus the crest. And we're going to. So we've got 2 of the justice. Let's get a second fire. And play the crest. And Runehammer is probably okay here, but we've already got 1 plus a torch. Bottom this and try and find something a little bit better. Opponent in the tank again, perhaps in disbelief that they're playing against Argenport for the 2nd time this week. It's all over the ladder. I'll play down the sea. And a nice Quarry. Right now, I would like the additional power. There's also a Slay to think about. I'm just going to take the Justice Sigil just because that lets us do everything on time. To make a Runehammer, kill something if they've got it, and then boost it up with the From Warden. So I can just torch this, but because we're not playing it's like a virus favour deck. Runehammer it down. And then next turn we get to reset its armor with the From Warden and kill whatever else they play. We will get punished by our opponent if they played a Shadowwing Rider. Right now, get to not give our opponent an opportunity with the Lightning Strike. Boost it up. Well, they didn't actually have a fast spell there anyway. This 4-5 is going to be difficult for our opponent to deal with. If our opponent plays a Shadowwing Rider though, we do have to spend 2 of our cards just to deal with it. So we do get to keep. We get to keep our weapon at least. Fine. Kind of 5 stars because this sets us up pretty well for the Icaria next turn. Deck does seem quite potent when it doesn't have anything to do. This is a problem playing that Sigil. I should have played around the fact that I could have just found a seat, played it this time. Well, there's a lesson to be learned there at least. As basically I was quarrying to find a power, I should have quarried first before I played any power on my turn. This could be pretty rough for our opponent to be able to punish us here anyway. Maybe they're just playing like a Nostrix or something. Maybe card matchup. That's the problem. We can trade our entire hammer. We'll go with the Harsh Rule first. Sniffs out a Protect. Okay, they didn't have the Protect, so we'll just attack it. I was thinking like I didn't want to get absolutely blown out by messing around with torches on the stack. Much rather than just play it now, and then we're able to pop their Protected Aegis with the Harsh Rule, and then so let's torch this, got nothing in our way. And this should likely do it. We're able to pretty efficiently dig for whatever we've got the Warcry because we've got the Quarry. Our opponent needs sort of 3 answers to what's going on here. Hunting Commando's probably not it. Vanquish perhaps setting up for a win next turn. Oh. Setting up to kill this next turn. That's not going to matter. Icaria found an Icaria. That was enough. Okay, so that wasn't the most excellent showing for the deck, but maybe this is a much more finely tuned machine for just slaying tournaments than for early Sunday morning ladder grinding. I'm impressed at how quickly it's able to turn the corner against opponents, but we did struggle a bit in games where we didn't have enough power to deploy our threats or not enough threats to deploy. I'm much more comfortable playing the traditional armory style versions of this deck, which this is branched off from, but overall this feels powerful but not busted, and I'd recommend it if your ladder spot is reasonably fair in terms of the decks you're playing against. I also think that now that Dawnwalker is a lot weaker, maybe you want to try something closer to traditional armory, as one of the biggest problems traditionally for that was the Dawnwalker recursion, and now the only thing you need to worry about is Camat0, and he's still able to shut that down with the Statue Maiden. So congratulations to both Camat0 and Menace. I'll have to sit down with the VOD and check out the last games again. So thanks for watching. I've been That Resolves, and this was Removal Pile.